What's going on, y'all? This be your boy Scott by Nature TV and Reggie Artis, and we are here to talk about the influence. Let's get into it. Alrighty now. So we are here to talk about the influence. Okay. It's Saturday morning when y'all watch this, but it's late night when we do this. It's late at night when we doing this. But if we didn't do it now, y'all wasn't gonna get nothing.
So please be grateful.
This week we're probably gonna do a little bit. We're gonna do better with the filming. I want us to get at least 2 episodes done this week, so we'll probably be better off this week because last week and this week was a bit busy for me, so I didn't have any time. So we had to do it the best way we could. So, we'll be talking about this because, like I said, it's morning time when you see this. What we're talking about is Kim, Missy, and Nicki Minaj. And yes, I did choose the mixtape Nicki post because that's when I liked her. So yes. So how do you want to start this conversation off? You know what I'm saying? How do you want to start this conversation off talking about these three women? Um, you know.
Well, basically, just to start off by giving all three of them flowers all together in a nutshell, these three females I feel like are pillars in the female rap community for many different reasons. Their influence is continuous and non-stop for the past 10, 15, 20 years. And so when it come down to all three of them, I just feel like it's a must that we talk about them on the influence, because you can't say female rap and influence without naming these three females. Now, of course, there's others that have come before these girls, and you know, definitely want to give props to them because I love my Queen Latifah and my Roxanne Shante and my MC Light and Salt and Pepper. I can keep going on, but
These are the
um
girls we grew up on.
right. And so these are the girls that has the music industry influence based off of their styles now. So I guess we could start off um, with Missy Elliott, just for the simple fact that she is in a lane of her own. When you talk about female rap girls, you don't even put Missy into the conversation because she's beyond that. She's past that, and not to diminish any of the other girls, but she's a rapper, a singer, a writer, a producer. Um, and she just has a lot of classics and has put a lot of things together outside of her own discography. So I definitely feel like Missy, if we want to talk about a queen, Missy is the queen of queens.
Do you think, and we've had this conversation before, do you think that Missy Elliott is underrated?
I I don't really feel like she is underrated. Do I feel like people give her credit as a lyricist? Excuse me. No, I don't think that they give her credit as a lyricist, but as an artist and everything that she is, I do think that she get that because, just like I said, when it come down to rap chicks, people know not to put her name in the conversation, and anytime her name is brought up, her whole resume is always laid out. So I don't feel like she's underrated. I feel like maybe an underrated lyricist, but she gets her praise for what she does, and she's received it. I feel like it could be more.
That's what I mean. Cause I see Missy the way, cause when we had a similar conversation about Mary when we talked about her.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that Missy gets her props, but I feel like it could be more. Like I think that she doesn't get the same applause, loud applause like Kim. Because a lot of the times when we talk about rappers from the 90s when we were growing up, because I would say that when we were growing up in the mid 90s, in the late 90s, that's our pretty much our era of music. I would say, would you agree with that?
Um, yeah, I would
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah. Because we were small kids then, and music, small kids and teenagers and middle school kids, that's their generation. So when we were growing up in the mid and late 90s, you know, Kim and Missy, those were they were that girl. They were
Right.
that girl. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like Kim gets a lot of praise for her influence as it's deserved, but I feel like sometimes Missy doesn't get as much. She gets it, but not as much as she should. It's kind of like how Mary used to get it, but not as much as she should have. But now at this point of her career, she's getting it a lot more often than she did in the past.
Well, let me also say this too. Kim had fashion.
Hmm.
So that kind of, not that Missy wasn't known for her fashion sense, because she was definitely known for being fly all the time, but at the same point in time, Kim was on a different side of fashion.
Kim was in high fashion.
Yeah,
Like she was in high fashion. She was like a fashion darling, if you will. So,
right.
she had that edge for her. Missy was fly, and on top of that, she made it be okay to be who she was. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I
And
mean?
then also too, Missy, she was well rounded. You know what I'm saying? Where she, it's no type of music or message in any type of song that I heard her do that she can't do. She can go in all ends of the spectrum. She brought a new image. She let it be known, just like what you was saying, to be who she is, but still be sexy and still have sex appeal and still be able to sell sex just like all the other girls without being half naked. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Which is no shade to anybody else, because if you got it, flaunt it. That's the type that I am. But she wasn't doing that. Her delivery with everything was different, and I mean, just in her albums and her production and everything that she did with Timbaland, and just everything that she did with Aaliyah, her and Timbaland did with Aaliyah, and how just now with us talking about last week how Aaliyah changed the face of the game. Missy is a part of that.
She is most
And
definitely.
so when we say that these girls has got Aaliyah sound, we can also put on top of that that they got Missy's sound for what Missy would be doing. You know what I'm saying? So I fuck with Missy.
You had to do that frown when you said that.
Because it was serious. I need that to be known. So just in case you see this, Missy, I fucks with you.
Yeah, people. I do think that sometimes people don't respect her legacy sometimes, but you made a good point though. I just think I want to see more for her than what she gets. I think that's just what it is.
Right.
Um, I guess we can move on to Kim.
Well, in spite of the mockery that a lot of people try to make out of Kim, she is fucking hip hop royalty.
Shit.
She is the queen before the bitches was getting crowns. Like, even for the ones before her, nobody had a marketing setup like Kim. Nobody was running the fashion world like Kim. Little Kim was a household name. If anything freaky or exotic or different or quirky was to be brought up, Lil Kim's name was in the sentence. You couldn't watch a sitcom, a TV show, anything without a Lil Kim reference in some shape, form, or fashion. And we're not going to start on the fact that Lil Kim made female rap sexy. She took female rap to that level, and I'm not saying that she was the only one who started the sexy wave in female rap, but she elevated to a different point in her career and was able to do more with it and take it places. And all of these girls that we was growing up on in the late 90s and early thousands was modeling themselves after Little Kim. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they wasn't really touching the neon colored wigs and shit because I feel like Kim had made that such her thing
Mm-hmm.
that other people were scared to touch it, and it was kind of a thing. She made that such her own to where if you put on any color wig, it didn't fucking matter what color the rainbow, people was going to call you a Lil Kim clone. You could have been talking about burning houses down and burying motherfuckers, and people were still going to call you a Lil Kim clone because that's just how big of a impact she had with the style that she was rocking. And the messages and the music started to change, and that's how a lot of these other girls started to come. And then, Trina came, and then that was the thing. And, you know, the city girls are daughters of Trina, but it all goes hand in hand. I always say that Kim is the grandmother,
To
you
the
know,
city girls.
and that's no shade about age or anything like that.
No,
That's
it's
just
not, but it's so funny.
it just speaks volumes of the level that she is in this game.
Hmm.
These other girls can be aunties, they can be mothers, they can be teachers. Kim is the school superintendent. You know what I'm saying? Kim is the grandmother. Kim is above. She set the standard for female rap. We wouldn't have any of these girls today if we did not have.
Kim,
And yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
I definitely agree with that. Kim did come in and she did kind of shake, not really kind of, she came in and she shook it up. When you
Mm-hmm.
really think about it, most female rappers were all the same.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Early days, you had like MC Light. They were all like rugged. Like you had MC Light, Moni Love, Roxanne Shante, JJ Fad. It's so many of them that I could think of. Like those girls, they were all rugged, tomboyish. The first time that we saw more feminine female rappers was probably Salt and Pepper.
Yeah.
But then you bring in Kim, who's feminine but with an edge. She's feminine, but more raunchy. Like the oh my god, I couldn't believe she said that type of person.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
More sexual, all of that other stuff. Salt and Pepper were sexy, but they were not.
They
Se-
still had a tomboyish.
yes, it was kind of. I don't want to say the word tasteful because it make it seem like Kim was just tacky. So I don't want to say the word tasteful. It was sexy, but at the same time, your kids could still look at them. I guess your kids could they still look at something? It wasn't that bad. I could just say that.
Well, I mean, music back then still had more hidden messages anyway.
Hmm.
I feel like Lil Kim was a part of that wave where artists started saying more of what the fuck they wanted to say.
Instead of being subliminal.
Right.
Hmm.
So, you know, I mean, I get what you're saying, but I mean, well, no, I'm agreeing. Like, that's just what it was. It was just different. Kim was raunchy. She was risque. She was raw. She was hardcore. She was all of that.
I mean, Salt and Pepper wasn't singing songs like "I don't want dick tonight." Eat my pay right. They weren't saying shit like that.
Right.
Or what's the name of that other song on Hardcore? If you ain't sucking no dick, we don't want it. We don't want it. If you ain't licking no clicks, we don't need it. We don't need it. If you ain't
Listen.
drinking no nuts, we don't want it. We don't want it. If you ain't licking no butts, we don't need it. Don't need like they would sing those songs like that. Like they wasn't singing songs like Queen Bitch when she said, I got buffoons eating my pussy while I watch cartoons. They wasn't saying shit like that.
Right.
They wasn't saying shit like that. I'm sorry, it's funny to me, but they wasn't saying stuff like that.
Saying
Like
how, they pussy was deeper than the pussy of a bitch 6 feet.
Mm.
But no, like,
Or let's not forget this one. They wasn't saying shit like no licky licky, fuck you dicky dicky. They wasn't saying shit like that. They was saying
no,
nothing like
Kim, she took shit to the next level, and well, that's why we have female rap today. Hmm.
that. Now we go into Nicki Minaj. Okay, Nicki Minaj. When did she's really okay? She started in 2000
She
and
started in 2007, but she didn't really start popping like to the masses on a mixtape level until her second mixtape, which is like 2008.
was it Sucker Free?
Yeah.
Okay. So she came into the game. I wasn't familiar with Nicki Minaj until we were in college in 2008. Like I heard her name before. That I heard her name back then, but I wasn't
Hmm.
familiar with her stuff because I just thought this was another female rapper that's trying to break into the game and they ain't finna do shit. They finna be another Remy
I
Ma.
thought the same thing.
They finna be another Remy Ma, like trying to do some shit and ain't cutting it, it ain't working out, it ain't doing nothing. They finna be another Trina, here but not here. That's what this is about to be. Cause it wasn't no female rappers back then. It was none. I want to say the only one that was there was Trina. She was the only one putting out music from the time we got to like the 11th grade. No, 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 no. I want to say 11th grade. Cause but Eve didn't put out no album. All she had was Tambourine. I was graduating when that came out.
Yeah, we was really waiting on that album like
And
so bad.
I'm gonna be quiet.
And I would still like to hear it. If it was a way for us to be able to hear Here I Am,
Mm-hmm.
because
From the snippets, it sounded like it was gonna be good.
It did. I was gonna be shady, but I'm not gonna do it
Shady about what?
because the title of that album was called "Here I Am," but we ain't never see her.
Oh my god. I just thought we was gonna get through this without shading the girls, but it looks like we're gonna get through this and shade the girls. Okay, I see what you're saying. So the very first Nicki Minaj song that I heard personally was Itty Bitty Piggy. That song is still funny to me. We used to laugh at that song a lot, not because it was whack, but because of the shit she was saying. Um, yeah, mommy, I'm cold. Give me my blankie.
The good old days.
We was still young and shit. We was like 19, 20 years old back then, still broke, not being an adult, getting money from our
That's
mama.
fuck.
Not getting money from our still getting money from our mama and stuff. Not buying
Swore
our
we was
own shit.
grown.
Just knew we were grown. I used to love to say that shit. Excuse me, but I am grown. Can I get $15?
My first time hearing Nicki was "I Get Crazy." I watched this interview she was doing on the boombox, and I
Mm-hmm.
was like, wow. It was her personality. It reminded me of me. And I just was like,
Oh Lord.
I'm going to have to listen to this girl because I thought the same thing you was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody was like, oh, this is it. She's the next girl. She's the next girl.
And we was hearing the next girl for so many years, and the next girl never showed up. Like we thought the next girl was gonna be Remy, and it didn't happen. So it was like, oh god, this girl gonna come and go like the rest of them, but she didn't. I could say that she didn't. I think one of her first mainstream features was Five Star Chick. I think that was the first one when we
Yeah, that was her first one.
when the masses first got introduced to her. And then from the time the Five Star Chick remix came out, Nicki was on the airwaves heavily. There was no way to get away from her throughout 2010. Throughout to, throughout 2010. Um, hold on. I'm just gonna say it. You can't put it on the charger.
No, for some reason, it's not letting me do it.
What percentage is it on?
It's on 10.
Oh Lord. Oh my
I know,
God.
right?
Let's still try to get through this.
Yeah, we can get through it.
Okay, so okay, so and then she was all over the radio in 2010, and then she released Pink Friday, and the rest was history. And for a long time, she pretty much held the 2010s by herself. There were there was Iggy who came and went. There was Deja Loaf who came and went, but she was the only one that stayed. So now we get into like the late 2010s, like around 2016, 2017. There's another batch of female rappers that are debuting.
Which
And
people,
go
my
ahead.
bad,
Go ahead.
people don't want to give Nicki the credit for, but just like just like Kim rolled open a red carpet for all of the new bitches that came after her, so did Nicki. Female rap was dying before Nicki. And I just feel like, in spite of whatever, when it come down to this music shit and this entertainment shit, we all have the right to have the opinion to say, oh, I don't like this person or I don't like that person. But the reality is we don't know any of these people personally. to discredit. You know, I don't fuck with Kim these days, but I would never say that she isn't who she is or she didn't do what she did because it's evident. You know, Nicki came and changed the game. Now it's a bunch of Nickies and little Kims out here running around. And that's why I said that Kim was the grandmother because Nicki is the mother of these girls that's out now, and all of them is coming out begging for Nicki features.
It's pathetic at this point.
It's really pathetic. None of the girls, first of all, the girls never tried to part their lips to get a feature with Kim. They just sat respectfully for the ones she didn't get into it with. And you know, stayed in a lane. And if Kim wanted to fuck with them, which let's be honest, Kim, it was a lot of issues because I don't really remember Kim working with a lot of female rap artists after the Not
Late
Tonight
tonight.
remix.
Yeah.
But you know, to her defense, the whole situation with Foxy popped off with that shit at the radio station. And I'm just guessing that she was guarded. Chicks was coming out the gate, coming for her neck, left and right. And so it's pretty much the same shit that was going on with Kim is the same thing that's going on with Nicki currently. You know what I'm saying? She worked with other girls, but she is wary on it because let's just be honest, it's always some shit. And let's just also be honest, the girls want to always have their name attached to Nicki because they know it's going to help them sell records. And they know if they got a beef with Nicki, people is going to buy that CD to hear what they got to say about the queen. So, you know, I feel like you can't look at the success of any of these girls and not give that much credit, at least that much credit to Nicki. She reopened the door for female rap. Before Nicki, no female rapper had went platinum or received a plaque for any body of work except for Missy Elliott with the cookbook. And that was like a whole 6 to 7 years before Nicki hit the scene. So you mean to tell me it's been over half a decade and no female rapper is able to chart, get features, sell records? It was not looking good. Nobody wanted to hear a female rapper. Nobody was signing female rappers. Nobody was featuring female rappers. None of this was happening. And then Nicki came and then she made that shit hot again. People started wanting to sign female rappers to compete with Nicki. And you know, to have that whole Foxy and Kim thing going on. I feel like a lot of record labels been trying to get a female rapper for that purpose because let's just face it, the Kim and Foxy beef, I'ma just be honest, I put that shit up there with Biggie and Pop.
It is there.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not just the diss tracks or the shit. This shit could have ended up being fatal.
I mean, it's still going on. These bitches
Right,
still don't like each other
right.
after all this time. Like they still hate each other. So, but we're gonna go ahead and get into these girls because I don't want your phone to die while we're doing this. So we're gonna start off with Trina. Now Trina started in '99 with Now Nigga, and then she came out with her own album, The Baddest, and then she came out with Diamond Princess, The Glamorous Life. Uh what came after that? I think Still the Baddest came out after that. Still the Baddest and Amazing. So why do you think Trina never popped like popped.
Honestly, I think it was her team.
Mm,
They didn't know what to do with her. They didn't know where to take her, what levels she could appeal on, which is a shame because I feel like it's a lot that could have been done with Trina. And it's a lot of appeal that she had. They just should have put some more money behind her, and that's just what it is.
that's true. They didn't put she didn't really have that machine behind her. I'll just say that they didn't give her a machine, and she was only secluded to being, let's just say it, the chitlin circuit. Let's just say that because
Right.
they didn't radio down south play her music all the time, but people in other regions did not play Trina, which is why I was so surprised when people were saying she won the versus battle with her and Eve this past summer. But okay, whatever. So
Well, to be honest, I'm one of those people that feel like she tore Eve ass up at that verses. Now, don't get me wrong, Eve
that's
hell.
because of the music she chose. Eve fucked it up by choosing all them damn Rough Rider B sides that don't nobody know
I
but
was
us.
just about to say all them fucking B sides.
Like don't nobody
I
know
was so
but
pissed
us.
off with her. But yeah, that's what I feel like happened with Trina.
Okay, that's probably the only one from our generation that I have up here, besides the honorable mention that I get to later. Um, so we got Meg the Stallion right now. She's one of the I guess premier girls that's out there right now. Um, and she does give a bit of Lil Kim and Nicki in one. So why do you think she is one of the girls that's popping right now?
Well, she could just flat out fucking rap. It ain't nothing else to say about that. I love to watch her freestyle. She can ride a beat. I know people have complained about the flow, but it's working for her and it's got her this far. And you know, as far as the music is concerned, I don't have any complaints. I feel like her album was good. I feel like lyrically she brought what was expected. I am a little bit disappointed because I was wanting to know what happened with that Fever video album that
Hmm.
she had coming out with the baby, but who knows?
It might have been their label. She having issues with them. It might be that type of
I'm
situation.
still here, y'all. Give me just a second. We having a few technical difficulties. I'm trying to make sure we don't have no interruptions.
Oh, okay. But I think that's what that issue is that whole label shit. That's probably why that didn't even happen. Um, I like Megan. Um, I didn't want to like her. I don't really want to like none of these girls that's out right now. No way, and everybody knows that. But I didn't want to like her. But when I heard Big Old Freak, it was something about that song that made me like her. And then when I heard the song that she did with the baby Cash shit, I was like, oh, I like her. Let me listen. Then she came out with Savage. Savage is my shit. Okay. That's my shit. I don't care what nobody say. That's still my shit. Love Savage. Love that Shots Fired song she did off the Biggie Who Shot Your Beat. I love the new song she
Oh
got out now
yeah,
called Plan B. I love that song. So
I like a lot of her shit. I mean, the
yeah.
girl be jamming,
Thought Shit is our song.
and I love Stop calling me sis, cause I ain't your sister. You know, that's my shit. I
Okay,
like
so
that.
we can go ahead to the next, which is Cardi B. She's somebody else that I did not believe in at first. Um, she came out with Bodak Yellow, and I thought that was gonna be her only hit record. But I was wrong. So do you think that Love and Hip Hop helped her get into to make her big as she was, or is it her personality, or what? Because I swear I wasn't seeing it for her as no rapper when she was on Love and Hip Hop. I was surprised she got a major record deal. So
I
what do you
think
think got her where she at?
I think her personality, excuse me. I think her personality is one of the hugest factors in why she got where she got. Also, her record label wanted to have a female rapper that they could compete with, to
Mm-hmm.
put into the circuit and put into the market that could compete, and that they could put enough money behind to be in the running, be in the competition. So I think between her just getting with the right people and her personality and her drive, that's how she got to where she was. Because let's just be 100. Motherfuckers can say what they want to say, but when you watch Love and Hip Hop, when Cardi let it be known that she was serious about her motherfucking music, it wasn't a scene that you saw her in that she wasn't in the studio. You could say, oh, she was fighting XY. If she beat a bitch ass, she beat a bitch ass in the studio. Like, she made sure that she was in the motherfucking studio. She kept pushing out mixtapes. She kept working, and she remained consistent. So yes, her drive and her hustle and everything that pushed her, along with her personality and along with her getting with the right people and the right team, is really what helped her.
But telling people somebody talked about your child when nobody talked about your motherfucking child.
For payola and sympathy.
Now you acting all lovey dovey with them girls. Why you didn't ask Remy and Kim to be on your single baby girl? I'm sorry. 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 That is so funny to me. I'm sorry. Let
I
me move on to the
can't.
next. Let me move on to the next. Let me move on to the next. Okay, next up that I got on the list is Big Lotto. Now I don't know much about her. I only know the Big Energy song that she got out right now, and I know it's a big record for her. I think it made it to the top 5 of the Hot 100. It's one of the biggest songs that's out right now. What's your thoughts on her? Because I don't know much about this girl. I
I'm
just know
not
she's
gonna lie. I definitely think that she could rap. I do like her a lot. Um, her album was not bad. It was solid.
mm-hmm.
To be honest, the worst songs on the album to me was the songs she had the features on. The songs where she was by herself was where she really was able to shine. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know who was giving her a hard time trying to get some pussy for a track. But she could have told whoever that nigga was to shove that track up his ass, because like I said, all of the feature tracks was not all of that. She
Mm-hmm.
really lyrically went on another level on the tracks by herself. I mean, she held her own, but um I think that she knows who her audience is
Mm-hmm.
and she's catering to them.
Okay.
And that's what's working for her.
Okay. I can see
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And she isn't trying to appeal to the masses. And that's what's making her appeal more.
Mm-hmm.
Um, And now she got the remix with Mariah Carey. That was a big deal for her career. So I'm excited to see what happens for her next. I definitely would love a Nicki track. Um, but she got one with Trina as well, which is one of my favorite songs. She been doing her damn thing. She got bops. You know what I'm saying? And she got some songs that a couple of songs that I feel like I can already consider classics for her. You just know those songs that's going to stick. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? And like I like her. I just hope that she remains humble and she'll be okay.
Okay, so the next person I really don't give a damn about, but we're gonna go ahead and put up here anyway, and that's I'm so fancy. Already know. I don't know shit. First of all, I never seen this girl. I have never seen it for Iggy Azalea. I have never seen it for her. I have
Well,
never.
you know that last album she put out a few years ago was really, really, really good. Actually,
You listen to it?
I did, and I'm not even gonna lie to
You up here
you.
telling people that you listened to Iggy Azalea's last album when didn't nobody want to hear that motherfucking album?
I don't know why that album should have did more than what the first one did, because that album that she released a few years ago, she was rapping her fucking ass off.
hmm
The beats was good. The production, well, not just the production, but the production as a whole, the beats, all of that was the shit.
hmm
She was coming hard lyrically, and her messages, she had some pretty decent messages that I feel like was relevant to her and her life, and personalized, but at the same point in time relatable.
hmm
So it was a good CD. But I just feel like that always happens. You always have those artists that's like at the height of their career when they are putting out their least notable work.
hmm
And then once people stop paying attention to them, that's when they start really putting their best foot forward and really putting solid shit out. And that's what I feel like happened with her. Plus, um, it was too much similarities with the whole Nicki thing.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? If Nicki was a 10-year vet in the game when Iggy came out, I feel like she would have did a lot more. And the industry was trying so hard to push a beef between them. You
hmm
know what I'm saying? But I definitely see influence from Nicki, and I definitely see influence from Missy.
Okay.
Um, Most definitely. And I can honestly say that I feel like I can see some influence of Eve in Iggy as well.
Okay.
Just with how relaxed both of their flows are,
hmm
and how when they rap, it's just like they just chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. Well, we can go on to the next one.
On
Next
to the
one up is
next.
Cash Doll Child. First of all, she been trying for a long time. And it just for whatever reason, she's just not sticking with the people. She had a song called For Everybody that went viral. Everybody knew that song. And I thought that song was gonna do something for her, but it's just like I don't know what it is about Cash Doll that just doesn't stick like the rest of the girls. You know, you got Megan, you got Cardi, you got Latto, you know, you got Doja, you got those girls, but Cash Doll just don't stick. Why do you think that is?
Well, first off,
Because she can
it
rap.
it might help if we knew how damn old she was.
I was trying not to bring that up, but since you said it,
I'm just being
I mean,
honest.
I don't believe she's younger than us. I just don't.
I don't either. I mean, she looked like she in her 30s with us, and that's no
Right.
shade. So, because she looked good as fuck, but she would look good as fuck for her age, like 35. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and the fact that people can't figure that out, once the people feel like you lie about anything, it's kind of it's kind of hard for the masses to connect with you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that was one of the things that happened with Brandy. After the truth came out about that marriage, women had trouble with relating to her at that point. And that's why her team had her doing all of the stuff that she was doing that wasn't her, trying to put herself out there to relate to other women. And those women was relating more to Monica. It's all about, can we trust you? Because, I mean, music is a vulnerable thing. And
Mm-hmm.
if you have a message that I relate to, and I find out that you haven't had any experience with this, you know what I'm saying? Nothing about this was genuine. And I could have this song could have saved my life. And to you it was just another song. I can't trust you with any more music because I'm not going to be able to connect with you. Or I guess I said that backwards. I can't connect with you because I'm not going to be able to trust you,
Right.
as an artist. And so when people can't trust you as an artist, it's hard for them to connect with you. And when it's hard for them to connect with you, it's hard for you to have fans that's going to stick, because that's all a part of the connection between the artist and the fans. And she need to get the right team around her. That's one. She need a fresh sound. And when I say a fresh sound, I'm not talking about the way she rap. I think that's fine. I think she can rap her ass off.
The
I'm
production.
It's the production, and it's the style and music. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You think it's outdated?
I don't think that it's outdated necessarily. I just don't think that it's a sound that's good for her.
Mm-hmm.
She need some more experimental sounding music, which
Mm.
could still be hard rap and hard hip hop, but just something different. I would love to hear what Cash Doll would sound like with the Neptunes or
Mm.
with Timberland. You get what I'm saying? Or even with Manny Fresh.
I could definitely see her over some Manny Fresh beats. I can
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? She need to switch up that. Then the image is giving drug dealer girlfriend realness. It's not giving it's not giving anything else, and that's the problem.
He said,
All of these girls out here want to be a drug dealer's girlfriend. All of them look like a drug dealer's girlfriend.
"Oh my god."
It's nothing about her style. Yes, she be fly as hell. She be saucy as a motherfucker. She be dripping hard as fuck. Undisputed, no lies there. Can't take that
Mm-hmm.
away there. However, as bad as she is, it's nothing about Cash Doll that I see that make her stand out and I be like, who is that girl? I like Cash Doll because I like Cash Doll.
And the sad part is she got all these followers on Instagram. That goes to show you that these followers really don't matter. She got 6 million followers on Instagram.
Well, you got to be showing something too. And I know she's a new mom and everything, which I feel like the weight gain looks amazing. She definitely need to stay thick, just like that.
Mm-hmm.
How she looking? Keep that baby fat on, and I feel like she need to serve just something else. She need to give us some type of, I don't want to say gimmick because people take that word the wrong way, but everybody got a gimmick. Eminem's gimmick, because your gimmick don't have to be some fake shit. It could be some shit that's exclusive to you. You
Right.
get what I'm saying? Or that's true to who you are. Like I said, Eminem's gimmick was the quirky, off the wall, trailer park kid. You know what I'm saying? That was his gimmick.
Right.
Nicki had the whole multiple personality thing. That was her gimmick. Beyonce got the good girl, bad girl thing. And Rihanna got the sex siren.
Yeah.
Everybody got their thing. So what is your thing? What makes you you? And musically, besides that song that you mentioned for everybody, she don't have anything out that's probably the only song that could stick, and that's where I think the problem is. She didn't come with anything else hard enough after that. She had some little bops here and there, but they didn't stick. And I feel like that's another thing. I'm glad that whatever happened between her and Nicki happened, so she could break out of that box of being a Nicki Minaj fan and writing songs as a bar.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? And that's why I said I need her to break out and do some other shit. I need her to have a new sound and new look. And when I say new look, it's not about looking good or bad. It's just about imagery and what's being projected and a story being told and all of that. That's what I need from her. And that's why I said she need a new team, because the team she working with, the ratchet ass shit that they want to have her on, they not going to be able to pull nothing what I'm talking about together. Next.
And last but not least, Doja Cat. I don't listen to her. So I don't listen to her. So you would have to basically talk about why she's big. I mean, from what I hear about her, she's a great performer. Um, she knows what she's doing. She gives a little bit of Missy Elliott. What is it about Doja Cat that makes her who she is now? Because she's one of the girls that's in the conversation. She's in the conversation, just like Meg and Cardi. She's in the conversation. One of the big girls. So why do you think she's one of the big ones?
Um, because she just dope as fuck. You see what I'm saying about how she got something that's her gimmick is, you know what I'm saying? It's still her. She's just weird, quirky, unique, different, and that's her thing. It could have been 1,000 girls that's talented like Doja, and talent is only half of the battle. But she has so much of it that she could complete the whole battle, the war, all of that shit. She can sing. No, she's not, Lauryn Hill or Jennifer Hudson, but that's her music doesn't require for that. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
She can write. Her vocal arrangements and her harmonies and her placements are fucking amazing. She can perform her ass off. She sounds good live. I mean, I can just fucking go on and on and on. And then she have some of the greats mixed into her. You know what I'm saying? She got some of that Trina in her, but she also got some of that Nicki. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
then she got that Missy, and then she got that Left Eye. You know, I fuck with Doja. She was bound to go places, and I knew once I started really listening to music from her and started really hearing what she was capable of, what her career would be. And she definitely, I'm going to say that she is behind Nicki. These other girls, Cardi and Megan, you know, yes, y'all can continue to do it for the hood and do it for the culture. But when we want to talk about who is going to take the crown behind Nicki and who is the princess of rap, that's Doja Cat. Point
Oh
blank,
Lord,
period, bottom line.
I can't wait to see the replay. Okay, so with that being said,
And
we're
hold
gonna.
on, let me say this.
Oh,
I
oh.
know people want to always box Doja Cat in, but Doja Cat is a duplicate of Missy Elliott. You can't just call Doja Cat a singer because she's more than that. You can't just call Doja Cat a rapper because she's more than that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, she's a pop artist, but pop is short for popular. It does not include any specific genre per se.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, she's a pop artist. Yes, she's a pop artist that can sing and that can rap. And my thing is, she's been on plenty of rap tracks and have had plenty of rap features. And there's been plenty of y'all y'all seen the chart positions because your faves wasn't in them. So y'all know that she was charting as a rapper as well on the Hot 100, not just the hip hop charts. So when I say the princess of rap, yes. The princess of hip hop, yes. She is that. There's nobody else out there that's as new as she is or has come out around the time that she has come out that I feel like is all around as talented as a female hip hop artist. She could do it all. And just like Nicki, she could do it all. And her music can be played for all types of shit and be a part of all types of shit. Just like Nicki. She's going to be on that mainstream level and she going to get that motherfucking crown. It's going to be hers. And as much as I'm saying this, like, y'all would swear I'm like this huge Doja Cat stan. I don't even, I listen to Planet Her a lot, but I mean, I'm a huge fan of Doja, but I'm not a stan. I just know what I see, and some of that same quality that I saw in Nicki when Nicki was releasing "Beam Me Up, Scotty" is what I see in Nicki, and I mean in Doja, and I see her growing to that level, and she is very fucking close to being there. I mean, not as far as accolades is concerned, but notoriety, um, as far as talent is concerned. So yeah, I fuck with her, and I know that we got a surprise treat for all of our visitors at the end of this video because I know some of y'all was sitting here cussing us the fuck out. Um, but we're gonna get to that. I could not let us move on and in this video without giving my baby Saweetie some love. She has to be mentioned, and I don't know why I wasn't thinking when we was listing daughters. But Sweetie, everybody was hating, talking about some. What game did she change? Why she get the game changer award? You know why? Because this bitch got 8 or 9 endorsement deals with not an album out to her motherfucking name. If that's not a game changer, I don't know what the fuck is. She got the block sold up and she got bags coming in from everywhere. And she is showing these girls that you can still be a brand and you can still be a business and you can still have a place in this industry without releasing an album. Now, I'm not saying that I don't think she should release an album or that she isn't planning on releasing an album in the future. But what I can say is that I peep, Saweetie has just been chilling and relaxing, getting her checks, letting her singles that she put out generate her more money and more business. And why put out an album when people is not making money off of music anymore? I can release these singles, still be relevant at the award shows, still get heavy airplay, still get plaques, and not have to worry about the stress of doing the whole era for you bitches. That's a game changer. And that's why she won the Game Changer Award. She brought something different to the music industry and she's letting it be known that it's okay if you are a singles artist, because it's a lot of these artists that was hot back in the day that's trying to come out with these 15 track albums that ain't nobody fucking listening to, but they got some good singles or a good 2 or 3 songs that motherfuckers have actually listened to and downloaded and played at the radio station and shit. Why not do that with them 3 songs? Go on tour with them 3 new songs and perform all your old shit. And be refreshed with some new singles instead of, you get what I'm saying? So Saweetie is definitely doing her thing. She's continuously working on her craft. You know, when she went to the performance boot camp and everything, she take this shit serious. And I just had to say something about her. But I guess that's it for the daughters. So moving along.
Because I got shit to say about Sweetie. So, with that being said, we have an honorable mention. Just like he said, we're pretty sure that you guys cussed us out because y'all didn't see her in the thumbnail. Y'all didn't see her on the overlay when we first started. But y'all will see her now in the honorable mention that nobody likes to mention is Foxy Brown. That is our honorable mention. Okay. Now
That's
we
right.
we know that Foxy does not have the best rep, of course not. But we cannot sit and act as if she did not have no what am I looking for? We can't sit here and act like she didn't have a presence in female rap because she absolutely did. And her and Kim came in and changed the game. Now I'm gonna say what she said.
I can't.
I always give Kim that respect because we both came in and changed the game and made it okay for women to be sexy. She would take it along, and that's the difference between she and I. So yeah, I had to say that. So I think that Foxy is everything, regardless of her
Me too.
attitude. Musically, I think Foxy is everything.
Me too.
I think that she's one of our best female lyricists. I think that she's very underrated. I don't think that she gets the credit that she deserves. I think that when we talk about female rap impact, people always skip over Foxy's name. They never talk about her. You may have some that talk about Foxy, but when you talking about like major people, they
And the
don't.
thing that I don't like is how they give all of the credit to Little Kim.
Mm,
Let's just be honest. Little Kim and Foxy Brown broke down that barrier for female rap to be risque and sexy, raunchy, and raw. Kim did not do that alone. Their debut albums only came out a week apart. 7 whole days, in the words of Tony Braxton.
exactly.
So they didn't come out much further apart for Foxy to be excluded or for people to feel like she was biting Kim or any of that. That's just my personal opinion. Um, Also, Foxy was the more successful one when they first came out.
People don't want to say that. Well,
Well,
people act like they don't know that, but she was.
and this is not to come for Kim because you know how I am with the influence. You know when it come down to our influencers, I like to uplift them and shit and say nothing but positive things and sing their praises because that's what the fuck this is about. But at the same point in time, um the fans in the stands can speak opinions and delusions all they want to. I speak facts and numbers and what's in the black and white. And numbers don't lie. And Kim's first week sales was 78,000. Foxy's was over 300. And that was a week apart. Foxy was the first female rapper. I know a lot of people would like to give it to Eve.
Or
And I know a lot of people would like to, you know, give Cardi B all of these crazy ass fucking accolades and records that they say nobody broke, that other bitches have been broke, but that's neither here nor there. When it come down to Foxy Brown, she was the first female rap artist to debut at number 1. That means when she came out with her first shit, she went number 1. The first female rapper to do that.
I
Her
always
shit didn't have to grow or any of that.
I always wondered why people gave that to Eve because China Doll came out before Rough Riders First Lady. So I used to wonder how she got to be the first female rapper to go debut at number 1 when she wasn't.
These critics and these editors be a lot like these stands.
Yeah, it's like they purposely take that away from Foxy. You know what I mean? Like they do take a lot away from her, a lot away from her when
Well,
that they should
Fox,
take from her.
I'm not gonna let them play you like that, and I'm not gonna let bitches do it. I'm not gonna let them do it, Fox.
Because they do, like, the more we talk about it, it is true. They do take a lot away from her. And I think that's why she has the attitude that she has with the industry because they don't see it for her. They really take a lot away from her and they make it seem like she was just so insignificant to the rap game, especially female rap. And that's just not true.
Well, let's just say that can't be true when she has an album like Broken Silence. And we not gonna sit here and act like all of the critics and all of the who's who was not praising that album.
They
That
were.
album is a female rap gem. After people was trying to disregard her and say she was over, she came back and had bop after bop on the radio. That was a whole era. Let's not act like Foxy Brown wasn't the reason y'all bitches was running around here with y'all titties sagging in a jean jumpsuit. But that's neither here nor there. But that was our surprise.
What a boot just keep me laced in the illest snakes, back rubs and shit. Hot tubs in a French tub, making this bitch wifey, baby. You know the pussy is all that. That's not carrots and all that. Now tell me who the player. I still keep you in the illest gators.
I can't wait to see what y'all have to say about this come tomorrow morning. I'm not going to be up early, but time I roll up out of that motherfucking bed, I'm going to come running to see what y'all had to say because I know that, you know, Y'all over here, y'all are very opinionated and y'all don't hold back what y'all say.
And don't.
So, but I'm just glad that we been doing this. I do read the comments. I don't really go back and watch the videos, but um I'm glad that it's people out there that's watching and that appreciates musical conversation. Um that's not biased.
Yeah.
Something that I feel like is on a fair playing field. In today's time with stan wars, it make it so hard to enjoy music and enjoy entertainment and just give people credit and just celebrate whatever accomplishments any of our people of color or black people are doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or just in the hip hop culture, period. Anything or any milestone that we make that need to be celebrated. And having these discussions, like I said, I feel like this might not change the world to solve world peace, but this can maybe start a new wave with a small group. All it takes is just a small group of people to just do something different and think outside the box, and shit can change and we can get back to actually enjoying shit just to enjoy it again.
Exactly. That's well said, and that's a great way to end this. Before we go, I just want to let everybody know to tune in Sunday morning for Who Was Wrong is featuring Alex Salter. We will be having a banter about the beef with Tammy and Evelyn from Basketball Wives this week. Last week was K Michelle and Rashida. The week before is Chrissy and Yandy. I did Chrissy and Yandy with Terrence, and I did Hey Michelle and Rashida with Jamie. This week I'm doing it with Alex Salter. So be on the lookout for that Sunday morning. I can't wait for you guys to see that because Tammy and Evelyn was a epic beef on Basketball Wives, very epic. That's a beef no one would ever forget. So be on the lookout for what we have to say about that. Also, the Whether You Like It or Not panel is finally back Tuesday night at 9:15, 8:15 Central. Housewives of Atlanta starts back on Sunday. So yes, we will be back on Tuesdays now instead of Mondays because Basketball Wives come back 2 Mondays from now. So we'll be talking about Housewives and Basketball Wives. So that's why we moved to the Tuesday. And you'll be seeing this person on the side of me as a pop-up guest on the Whether You Like It or Not panel again for the season 3 of the panel. Yes, he'll be back here and there like he was last year. And he personally wanted to be on this panel this year because he has a lot of things to say about Malaysia this season. And I can't wait to see what it's giving. Okay.
It's
So
getting you switched up, boo, but I'll save it.
So with that being said, we are done for today. Be on the lookout next week. I don't know what we haven't really made the decision on what we're talking about next week, but it'll be great in engaging conversation just like this one was, and as well as the other two. With that being said, we are out of here until the next one. We will talk to you guys later. Peace out.